I broke it. Sorry, I broke it. Hopefully we're on Facebook. Let's see if we're on Facebook. We're not getting anyone from Facebook though, so. +5. What just happened on my phone? I could check the. Ooh, I wonder, are you? Oh, you're totally hidden in the busted phone. You can't be busted. You can't be busted. Wow. Hey, I don't know who Facebook user is. You have to friend or follow Restream in order to have your name show up. So I wish I had the link still. But yep, we're hanging out. I'm actually messing around here. Anyway, frontside, backside vault. Now that I have my spiffy angle that helps me demonstrate what I want to show. What's going to happen here? Ben, what's up, Ben? Good to see you. Super awesome. So frontside, dog's coming up. On the front side, on his way up to the vault, I'm going to throw a disc to him. So he's going to catch a disc on the front side of the vault, and then I'm going to throw a disc up on the back side of the vault. So a stall, a dog catch, or a stall, if the dog jumps up there and you throw it up like as they jump up, that would be a backside catch. A front side catch has the dog catching it before they stall, right? Hopefully that makes sense. So I'm going to do a front side, backside thing, and it's pretty hard. I'm just going to let it go, and Jess and I are going to get our shit together as we recover from that catastrophic error. All right. So here we go. We're going to resume. Well, we can't resume. All right, so here we go, Epi. Wait, I'm going to try this front side, back side stall. So what's going to happen, he's standing here. I'm going to cue top, right? And then I'm going to give him the presentation of the back and throw one towards him like his normal stall, and then set up the second throw from there. And I'm actually going to cue top again. Good try, good try. And you'll have to watch a video for that, just to see how it goes down. Hopefully you can hear him slamming on me though. So this is kind of cool. This is actually a situation. It's Clubhouse, which is all audio, and I'm really explaining things, and people are following along, and then they just listen and try to pick up the lesson and pick up the vibe of the lesson, I think, and the dialogue involved. And got my shoelace in it as well. But I did a few of these sessions, and I thought they were really cool. To have them on audio live stream was pretty awesome. Yeah, Clubhouse was pretty cool.
Yeah, I think I attempted one time, and I had something going on. I just wasn't able. You know, my legs. Burgers are getting ready.
Pow. Good try. Good try. You ready? Ow, slide out.
I'm cool.
She's a little sticky on it. He's getting stuck on my back as if it's like truly a stall. I gave him a little more space down. So that's kind of interesting. The space. So with this, he needs to get moving enough to be able to collect and leap for the target for the stall. He's got to kind of do all three. And if we try and do that in a super tiny space, right? Like actually, this was a better perspective. If we try and do that in a super tiny space, right? It's really hard. If we give us a lot of space, he can get up and get moving, and approach it, and then make his move. So that was kind of an important thing. But then too much speed makes it really hard to navigate the two catches, because he's got to get up on that back, and then hopefully another one's in the air for him. So anyway, I'll get back to that. Let's watch that. so if I put him in a downstay, it should be a little better. Top. Pow. Yes, good man. Us, Mackay. And we didn't catch any of these, but the ones that went really well. All right, so mechanically that worked. We didn't catch the second disc on any of them. Oh, wrong camera. So we didn't catch any of them the second disc, but I did get really nice commitment, right? I got nice commitment from the dog, and I was able to deliver the second throw. It's a funky thing. So anyway, that was kind of cool. That came up in the first page of P-Vibe.
Gotcha.
And again, man, I'm just grabbing things that that come up literally off the front page of the site when I go there to log in.
It seems like I'm always on this when I tune into you. When I have time to tune into you, it's always a vault of some sort.
Yeah, funny. Awesome. Zip. So yeah, if anybody has any questions or anything, willing to field them, comments about what's going on, I'm just going to keep on running through. We just watched that. Yeah, there we go. Now we got some action. It's about time, Restream bot. We should do better. And chat, please comment and respond. You guys can drive what we got going on up here. Anyway, I'm going to move on. Up next, we have this super awesome round of Apryl. Zip!
We had that in that one Zoom meeting.
I think I just screamed zip in front of there.
Cool.
Yeah, awesome. Way to ruin it, Ron.
This is but the safety aspect involved in came up that night.
Yes! Yeah. Well, watch this. Is Linda not the absolute best?
Cheer squad?
Yeah, Linda is the best cheerleader ever. How could you not want her in your corner? Oh, didn't mean to do that. We'll watch her. Yeah, she's rocking it. It's a really nice round. And I actually want to go back through this for a couple of things.
Yes! Good boy!
Oh, dude. Oh. Yeah. He's the greatest fan ever. Linda, love to have you in our corner. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yep, 2015 USDDN finals.
I thought that was you.
And Kiva is 10 years old here.
Wow.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome, right? And you can see how fast he is coming back and how aggressive he is coming back.
Come on.
Just tell her to go to dog stuff.
Go to dog stuff.
Yeah, she's aggressive and scared.
Yeah,
so
yeah, I got
not a good combo.
Not a good combo.
Not a good combo. All right, so I want to go back. Through and flip is my favorite trick. It's a good trick. Definitely a good trick. Nice finish. So something interesting there. Apryl finished with the old dog. Apryl finished at 145. She took the bare minimum amount of time that she was going to be allowed, right? And then she took that. And she walked off the field with an old dog. That's really important. If you have a flight risk, a sketchy dog, or an older dog, right? Nothing wrong with getting off the field at 145, especially with an older dog, right? I think it came off quite well. She stuck it out for the rest of the thing, but she should have just literally wrapped it up. We talked about that after the round, actually. She was like, I should have just walked right off. Fortunately, she didn't miss after that. Usually you miss when that happens. But that was a pretty awesome round. I do want to go back, though, to the a couple of things within that. Oh, no, I do not want to do that.
Good dog stuff.
Do not want to do that here. Hang on. Wait 1 second. I don't want to do that here. I want to go back to here. Sorry about that, guys.
All right, and the judges are ready for Apryl Lee and Kiva, all the way from King.
It is 2 minutes from the time the disc is released, I believe, with intent to catch.
In New York.
1 2-minute round is what the USDDN.
Let's
go! What I want to draw attention to is the intensity of this little clip sequence, right? So watch Kiva each time. It's pop, top, pop, pop, right? Pop, pop. That each time, boom, he's going. Boom, he's going. Boom, he's going. Right? It's a very distinct technical and stylistic movement, right? And not everyone chooses to do that movement, right? Not everyone chooses to boom pow, right? But when someone is boom powing, pop, 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 the dog lands, aligns himself, does the next trick, right? They should be getting some kind of benefit.
Yeah.
If they're leading it, you know what I mean? If the dog is late and the handler's rushing the dog, or the dog is driving the game and the handler's just like, fuck, trying to whip shit at him, right? That isn't healthy, right? But if the handler is driving the game at that intensity level with that kind of tight tolerances, I think that's really cool. So that was one of the things that I noticed within that round with Apryl and Kiva. And we can watch a little more of it real quick. Come on, you can resume. We can watch a little more of it. Maybe see a little more of that kind of thing. And again, he's 10 years old here. Right? Going into a zigzag. She's doing a generic zigzag, but her intent here is to make him leap in each direction and to deliver it to him on the run, right? That on the run aspect is really important, and it is to be balanced with the craziness of the throw, right? Like your placement there. Like, look at this, boom. Yeah. Dog's in stride on each throw and catch. It's a really nice round.
Yeah, you buzz the entire field.
Yeah. Yeah. Super awesome. Nice to get a
really good
nice
catch ratio there too.
Yeah. I found this the other day, and it was pretty awesome. It was pretty awesome to grab it, get a little quick edit on it. Yeah. All right, so we're going to move on. We're going to go through an in-depth. Up next, an in-depth feature of DiscDogger Weekly. All right, everybody, how's it going? Ron Watson, Positive Vibe, host of DiscDogger Weekly. This is episode 27, season 3, episode 7. Epi and I are going to rock it out. We're going to go back in time this week. We've got Marty McFly doing some puppy stuff back in the day. And we've got a couple of jams with Epi and Loot that are going to outline Epi. Don't do that. And we got a couple of jams with Epi and Loot that are going to outline some handler movement. We're going to work on Bitework,
Very nice.
Bite Criteria, puppies in particular, and some handler movement for team movement, flat work, and flow. So that's what we got going on this week. As always, the show's sponsored by Hero Disc USA and patrons of Positive Vibe. Thanks a ton. So this episode is like super badass. It's super badass. You should become a patron. Become a patron. Do it. I'll keep smashing out all the work. We have Marty. I found a bunch of old shit. Right? Cool. It's kind of what got me nostalgic and interested in kind of doing this live stream thing. I found these old pieces. Yeah. This is a really cool one. And it's about a wait. You have the beeps when he's waiting. Right. But at 150, we have Marty McFly Puppy Bitework. How awesome is that?
That's crazy.
Right? Super, super cool. And this music is a band I used to listen to. There's some good stuff in here. Criteria, shifting of criteria. You know, what puppy play looks like. Right. You know. Apryl's really back chaining the give with all of that tugging and holding her hand out and asking him to kind of put it in there and being the receptacle for his pushy drive. Right? Every time he comes in, she just grabs that thing and then lets him take it, right? And rewards him when he takes it. And that's no problem. She'll play a little keep away with it. Yeah. But that's pretty awesome. And then, by the way, again, we're just going through. We're just going through the front page of the site. One of the 9 articles was DiscDogger Weekly, number 27. Okay. And so I pulled it up, and I'm just going to go through like the cool shit within there.
Very cool.
Yeah, right?
I'm loving it. Yeah. All this old footage. I remember some of it too, so it's like it like sparks these memories of when I was doing more.
Right. Yeah, totally. So yeah, let's jump back in and just kind of quick dive through that one episode of DiscDogger Weekly. Oh shoot! Hang on 1 second. You guys got to wait 1 more second. The whole purpose of cutting them was to get to here, so then we could like be cool. Yeah. See, we're both involved. Everybody's involved. Everybody's involved. All right. So yeah, chat. Don't be shy. Would love to hear from you. Just running through DiscDogger Weekly. About 5:45. We have. Oh no! Puppy butthole in the camera. Ah! Band is the Hannibals band when I was in college, and we're going back through time. Yeah, this is a really neat piece.
Easy. Gotta be careful, handsome. Yeah.
So fancy through to backwards through is what the trick is, and this is what it looks like when you do nothing. Right? Through to backwards through. That's fancy as the passive handler. So what we're going to do here is we're going to see how he releases, right? And then I'm going to plan on that release and I'm going to intercept or interrupt that release. And that'll make me an active handler. Bang. Like how badass is that?
Fancy.
Puppy butthole.
Fancy.
But right? Like, isn't that cool? And it was the dumbest. It was a jam and a flash trick originally. And it was the dumbest thing ever. If you're doing jam and a flash, and you should play everything because that was through to backwards through. And I was like, there's no way I'm doing that. Looter. That's slick. Yeah, right. It is slick, man, and it's like silly dumb.
Good.
Right, and again, this is DiscDogger Weekly.
Standing matters, right?
Defining clock and
You're
timer.
the dog.
I'm standing here. Do this quick. I don't want to bore everyone.
Pull you
the whole episode.
Clock and counter. I can't follow left and right.
So essentially what I'm saying here is that it's hard to do clock and counter, but you have to figure out direction some way, and it's kind of the easiest way to do it. And
with clock and counter, I think we have a cleaner
look at that.
description of which direction we're going to go. So right now,
hired.
I'm going to say you guys are going clockwise. Okay. Clock and counter is defined by where I'm looking.
I think this is really important.
Right. I'm the center of the clock. This camera is the 12 o'clock. Right. That camera over there is roughly 9 o'clock. But I'm going to define clock and counter, or the clock number, based upon where my chest is. So when I turn here, the hero guy right over there is 12 o'clock. When I start over here, those jumps straight out there, that's 12 o'clock. Right, and from there I have clockwise going this way, and I have counterclockwise going that way. From the hero guy, I have clockwise, and I have counterclock. From the camera here, I have counterclock. We're going from 12 o'clock, 11 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 9 o'clock. Good man, hands home. Right? And from this camera, when I switch, you can see that we want to go 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock.
So that directionality, I think, is pretty key to have a handle on that. All of the throws that go clockwise will be backhand or push. Right? They'll have clockwise spin on them so that you can see them. If you're coming by me from left to right, which would be clockwise to me, you can see that throw. But if you're going that way and I turn here and I throw a counterclockwise throw, they can't see that, can they? No. Yeah, you can't see that at all. And I'm making this throw here, this sidearm throw, but you can't see it, right? Here, you get to see it. If we're going counterclock, so we're going that way, this throw is completely visible. If I throw a backhand, I hide it. And that's like a huge mistake, and it shouldn't happen unless you want it to. Clock and counter really important. Also, not all dogs are clockwise dominant. Dogs have a preferred footedness, left or right footed. In flat work, you're actually changing the dog's stride at great distance. So like the dog's running in, if I'm standing with my shoulders in this orientation and my feet kind of in that orientation as well. Here, I'll show you. Fuck, I can do it right here. Let me see. I'll just change it there. So if I'm standing like this, right? The dog is going to be running in on a right-footed lead. They'll be leading with the right foot. Horse and agility people will know what a right-footed lead is. It'll be a clockwise lead. If I switch and set up here, so I'm shading counterclock, the dog will come in and they will be employing a left-footed lead because they'll be moving counterclock. And they'll do that at great distance, even like non-border collies, especially non-border collies. Border collies don't give a shit. Border collies are like, whatever, man. You can stand however you want. I'm gonna come up and at least apply the pressure and see what you do. Yeah, they're really interesting. They're super sensitive to it and good at it, but also not so good at it sometimes. All right, so let's keep going.
12 o'clock.
I'm gonna get off this though. Some
There's
people
9 o'clock.
They got like sprung monkey.
So epi right there down.
Yeah.
The moving analog clock.
Epi
I think we have
is on
people get sick.
counterclock right
But
now.
like I think it's important. Hang on, I think it's important because I dictate where 12 o'clock is. Right? So wherever I wind up going, hey King, zip. Wherever I wind up going, it's 12 o'clock. Therefore, my backhand is going to 2, and my sidearm is going to 10, and I can bank on that, right? And when I'm here, my dog is kind of out at 9 o'clock, right? I'm pulling the dog at 9 o'clock. We're going clockwise, right? If I'm pulling the dog at 3 o'clock, we're going counterclockwise. And that like real simple thing is awesome, man. Right? And once you figure that out, it's really easy to move your dog. So let's see. We're defining clock and counter. You should watch the whole show, though. It's pretty awesome. It really is. It's a good show. Bitework criteria. Where do you think 11 is? 11:17. About right there? Yeah. Oop, too much. Bitework criteria with Prima.
Yes, good. Very nice.
Removal from the hand. Yes. That removal from the hand criteria. Apryl will demonstrate it here several times. Super important. Yes.
Good.
So when she takes it. It's not when she bites it. If you mark when she bites it, she'll spit it out like that all the time. You want that.
Good.
Gotcha.
And you get to decide, so she can not give,
No removal from the hand.
or she can let her take it,
From the hand. Good.
right? And that empowers the handler to gradate the challenge while keeping control over the criteria.
Good girl. Very
Right?
nice.
It's a really awesome thing.
So he's got like a really weak bite.
So,
It's
yeah,
probably the
she's
removal
gonna
from the
explain
hand
it.
is probably just going to be like that light, you know. So Prima never had removal from the hand as the mark. She always had
Not
the
a
bite as the
narcissist or
mark.
anything, is she?
So,
Oh, me?
It'll be a little bit like you'll
How
see
about
it
I
a
go
little bit
shopping?
different than what he is doing. Come here. Prima, no shopping. Come here. So if you can see how light that is. Yes, good.
Yeah.
That's what I mean by removal from the hand is just.
Yeah, and that easygoing that criteria, that really clear criteria, makes it. I can choose. I can totally choose how I wanna break that off.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like whether I want to make sure that he tugs the shit out of it, or if the tiniest little bite. Here, bite that. Yes. Wow, that's amazing. Right? It's out of my hand.
As opposed to...
That's all that matters. And a lot of times with a dog with no drive, that's what you're going to do. And in no time at all, they're like tearing the shit out of it because they realize that it needs to be out of your hand.
Right.
And that removal from the hand criteria, super critical, covered well in DiscDogger Weekly number 27. It's the one to watch.
That really
Sage paw. Here we have a little
removal.
actor.
You see how light my finger is on that? That's how you're going to have to do it with him.
So 1355.
Yes, good. Very nice.
Spinning handler. Boom! Bingo!
All right, so the first thing I'm going to demonstrate is a Holger. So wait right there. Poop. Right? You can see that he goes that way. And I want to hook up with him. If I turn 90 degrees to hook up with him, hoop, here, okay, that's the most efficient way to get there, right? So I'm standing here, I'm standing in this direction, wait, hoop, and then I turned here, 90 degrees to hook up with him. So that's nice, that'll work, but I can also, Makai, catch. Come on, dude. Aus. Makai. Catch. Yes. Aus. Hoop. I can also turn 270 degrees. Turn the opposite way. Take the long way around. And that's what we call a Holger. Comes from way back in the day, Apryl. We can watch that again, actually. It's kind of a cool thing. So he goes, who? If I turn 90 degrees to hook up with him, hoop, here, okay, that's the most efficient way to get there, right? So I'm standing here, I'm standing in this direction, wait, hoop, and then I turned here. That pushes him around, that accentuates his flank, right?
Okay.
And so when he lands, he's going to land, and any dog that has balance perceptiveness in terms of pressure is going to rock out and roll with you. That's why you can't do an over there. Right? That's literally why you can't do an over in that position after you do like an over. If the dog doesn't turn right around towards you, you can't get it because they don't come straight, right? And so that happens all the time. And what you can do is spin the other way.
Up with him.
And if you spin the other way, you counter.
That's nice. That'll work. But
you counter the dog's movement, Sage Paw.
Catch. Come on, dude. Ouse.
Yeah, not cool.
Catch. Yes. Ouse. Boop.
So this time I'm going to go the other way.
270
and
degrees.
I blocked him and locked him down.
Turn the opposite way. Take the long way around.
And that provides a straight line.
That's what we call a Holger. Comes from
so we can check that out.
Degrees to hook up with him.
So
90 degrees to hook up with him.
Okay, go back and show that.
Here.
Yeah, I want to see that.
Okay, that's the most efficient way to get there.
Right, and it's just soft.
So I'm standing
smooth,
here,
right?
I'm standing in this direction, wait, hoop,
and
then I
normal.
turn here.
But you can see him, he's outside of me already, and I can't stop him.
So,
right, I can't stop him.
That'll
He's
work.
Gone. I can't do an over there, I can't do like a back
I can
ball.
also, Mackay,
it'll be crooked as all get out.
Right.
But if I spin the other way, I essentially slam him with a front cross and lock him into a line back at me.
I can also turn.
Bang. So he can't go too far. So he breaks and comes in. He can't go too far. He's not outside of me.
Way. Take the
you get the weight without asking for it. You're basically you're using your body to get the weight.
Yeah, well, the weight and the line.
Seminar in Germany,
right?
Holger
and the line.
We asked him to do, I think it was an over.
Yeah, it was really awesome. I asked him to just do an over and turn, and he spun the wrong way. This dude, Holger Berthman. Right on, Holger.
Oh no, it was ouse through and turn 90 degrees, right? And he went through and turned 270 degrees.
Yeah, it was really cool.
And it was really cool, so we called it a Holger.
And this move, by the way, this move is totally doable. Totally doable from any trick. Anytime you're going to turn 90 degrees, right? Whether you want to push the dog along their line or if you want to counteract their movement. And maybe you want to move 270 degrees the other way rather than move with the dog and push them along.
Right.
Maybe you want to turn the other way to get to the same position. You can do it with vaults and all kinds of shit. So, pretty sweet, man. So, let's see. We're getting the call for dinner, though, aren't we?
Yeah, we are.
Yeah.
We've been called for dinner.
We've been called for dinner?
We have been called for dinner.
We have been called for dinner. So I'm gonna play a couple more pieces. I'm gonna kind of let this play out. Epi,
really.
I'm gonna let this play out. And you guys dig the playlist. We're gonna go grab some grub. Maybe I'll be back. Maybe not. We'll see ya. Awesome.
I wasn't even clear who that was.
And we're still live, by the way.
Very good.
We're going to be live for a while.
Sounds good.
All right, so reverse chest vault dog catch. Yeah, that's it. Patron's Choice. Routine building. Playing games with purpose. December 9th, 2019. Positive vibe. Disc and Dogs blog. Playing games with purpose. Play with purpose and unlock the power of purposeful play. Every game we play with our dog is a purpose-driven endeavor. Most of the time, the only purpose people care about is scoring points. That is a purpose, but I wouldn't say that is the purpose. For anyone who wants to grow and expand their skills and abilities, playing games for points alone is not going to help you. Games within games. The UpDog games are uniquely suited towards. Oh, I'm still here. I don't know where you're going. To grow and expand I don't know where you're going, Sagepaw. And have strategically minded rule sets that create multi-purpose play.
The same adjustment of
I know where
purpose
you're
can
going.
and should be used in any other DiscDog game you would like to play. Four-way play and freestyle. Playing four-way play using freestyle skills and sequences is an amazing tool for situational and spatial awareness on the DiscDog field. Simply play the game to land the dog just inside the corner of each scoring zone, playing deliberately on the liberal line is your dog's friend angle of UpDog's rule set. Rebound and have your dog land 1 foot in the scoring zone and make your out throw to the next zone. Manage the drop disc and try to continue flowing your freestyle moves. Overs, flips, vaults. You should have a read on your dog's release and resolution of each trick, right? Play a game of four-way play specifically to test your ability to shape your read into something controlled and purposeful. This is a highly useful skill for routine building. This also has tremendous applications for the wind. Landing your dog in the corner of each of these 4 scoring zones on purpose, on the fly, means instant and fluid adjustments to even swirling wind conditions. Fun key. Fun key, and to a lesser extent the other UpDog agility crossover games, creates a unique handling situation. The physical handling and throwing is extremely challenging, but the mental, strategic planning and execution of the plan are a serious challenge. The kind of challenge that, when overcome, makes team movement in a routine seem like child's play. The handling, the pattern, and the goal-driven unlocking of throws with obstacles all create a patient, observant, and biddable dog. Flowing all over the field with ease and with a plan has great value in routine building. Spaced out and greedy. The large-scale throwing games, Spaced Out and Greedy, offer a terrific opportunity to work, exercise, or proof the cued drop, and also provide for a tremendous tracking or pattern delivery game. The drop and drop versus catch can easily be worked within this framework, and the handler can choose where and when to drop for various purposes, to keep the game moving, to make disc management easier, to reinforce the dog to manage drive, to throttle down the dog's drive. There's just a ton of opportunity to work live speed in-game dropping skills in these games. Spaced Out and Greedy can be thrown for various purposes. Tracking and leaping can be worked as well within these games, although I'll warn you, delivering zigzags and other patterns within the game of Spaced Out and Greedy is mighty tough. How the handler delivers the disc matters. I tried for a long time to do it proper and test my ability to make leaping strikes on lines of my choosing, something that completely fits within purposing my play towards something that would completely benefit routine building. But holy cow, it's so hard, not kidding. I finally gave up and started to throw it high and let it float down for a silly walking catch to get some points. But something interesting happened with that. My dog started to track the disc well. They now walk from zone to zone, simply catching the disc. I know it's kind of lame, but guess what they do now when they're on a line and the disc is obviously thrown too high? You guessed it, they slow right down, walk it down for the catch. Eliminating lines and throwing high to have the disc drift down is practical, in-game, competition field tracking practice. What more could you ask for? Throw and go. UpDog Throw and Go is unique in a couple of ways that allow more purpose to be expressed than 5 40-yard catches with a clean dog to handler transfer. Patterns like the pendulum or setting the flank can be used to play the game and be competitive doing it. Throw and Go has many ways to score points. Play around with your skills and patterns and see if you can't get on a podium while developing the skills of your choosing. Dig it? Show some love for Positive Vibe on Patreon.
So this
Yes, top.
stop. Oh yeah. Oh, with the busted cam, we didn't want that. We wanted this cam. There we go. So yeah, we're getting ready to knock off for the show. The idea of playing with purpose, that is really, really important. You want to play for a reason, right? Like when you're training, you don't just want to go out there and do shit, right? You want to train for something, And taking the UpDog games in particular and purposing them towards something you have going on within your game, I think is really cool. You can focus on catching, you can focus on flat work, you can focus on leaping, right? All within the framework of those games. And I've talked a little bit in this series, this live series, about frameworks and how they work. The UpDog games are terrific frameworks to teach all kinds of skills. So, so yeah, I'm gonna take off. I'm gonna play us out with a couple of videos here, and we'll see you guys soon. Here we go. Where we at? Where we at? There we go.
Yes, top. Carom. Good catch. Except I'm gonna pull. He's stepping back, pulls with pressure. Hey everybody, how's it going? My name's Ron Watson. I'm with Positive Vibe. I'm going to show you guys a throwing form today. It's an interior form that helps you handle discs and handle a dog that's in close to you. So it's called the stance shifting form. Let me run through it real quick. I'm going to start out in basic standing position counterclock. I'll make the low-high toss, boom, pow, and I'll switch stances and load this disc before the disc hits the ground.
All right, we'll see everybody later.
It's a neutral shift. This time I'm going to pull with my shift.
Right here, this thing, very, very important. Pull. It's the bomb.
Push.
Catch you later.
Push. That's it. Super simple. 6 throws. Go through it real quick for you. So right now we're in counterclock. Dog wants to go that way. That's where the pressure is least. There's the least pressure there. So as I make this throw, as soon as it comes out of my hands, I'm gonna switch, and now I'm in clock. This is basic standing position clock. That's a neutral shift. You'll notice, I'll show you in a sec, but you'll notice that there's no body movement. It's just my feet shifting. This time I'm gonna do the same, except I'm gonna pull. And he's stepping back, pulls with pressure. I can also do this stepping forward, stepping forward. So right now I'm in basic standing position, counter clock. Boom, pow, now I'm in clock. Boom, pow, now I'm in counter. This time I'm gonna pull, push, push. And the goal for you guys is to get the stance shift accomplished and the disc loaded before the disc hits the ground. So you'll notice that I'm in counter clock, now I'm in clock. Now I'm in clock. I'm loaded before the disc hits the ground. I put an additional criteria on this. I want to be loaded here before the disc that I throw passes this disc. What this is doing is getting you prepped for moving while the dog is doing something. I'll show you from this angle as well. There you go. Stand shifting form, disc Kwando. Check it out. Do it a bunch. Now I'm in clock. Aus, yes.
Good. Wait right there.
Ron Watson, Positive Vibe. I'm going to show you guys the balance position form. It's a higher belt. I think it's blue belt. Balance position form is essentially a low-high toss. And then we pull them around. Go here, wait, catch. Yes, ouse. And we go the other way. We repeat that a bunch of times. I'm going to show this with a little stance shift. Again, I believe this is the blue belt. Mine, balance position form. Wait. I'm going to switch stances before he catches. Catch. Ouse. And then I'll pull, we'll go clock. Switch. Go. I'm going to switch stances before he catches, and then we'll go counter. Wait. Catch. Ouse. Yes. There's a little switch in here so we can get in position for the next one. Catch. Ouse, yes. I'm gonna block when he comes in here, and then I'll switch. And I'm in counter. I'm gonna switch stances while he's catching. Catch. Ouse, yes, and then we'll go clock. Block him with counter. Switch back to clock. Catch. Yes. All right, and what this is getting us ready for is sequencing. When we sequence, we need to move while the dog is doing something. And we tend to stand around and stand there flat-footed. And then once the dog makes, oh, after the dog makes a catch, we're like, oh, gotta move. So this gets us primed, just like the stance shifting form, to make that move while it's happening. I'm gonna go ahead and throw this with flips so you can see really what's happening here. Catch. You can see here, while he's flipping, I've switched stances to go the other way. Switch stances, ouse, yes, and now I'm ready. So when he lands, we're completely resolved for the other flip. Ouse, or for the other flank. If I make the flip, let him land, and then switch, I might send some information to him that I don't intend to send. So I'll make this flip toss, and I'll shift while he's there, and then we'll go while he's in the air. Catch. Ouse. Yes. Good. Catch. While he's in the air, ouse. Yes, I've switched and I'm ready to go in the other direction. Catch. Ouse. Yes. Good. Catch. Here, ouse. Yes. Ouse. Yes. Awesome. Good work, Epi. And I'm going to do that with a crazy town flip. Wait. So you can see I'm in counter, right? Wait. Now I'm in clock. Ouse. Yes. Good. Wait right there. Good. I'm in clock. Wait. Now I'm in counter. Ouse. Yes. And that's all happening while he's in the air. Right there. Clock, I'm sorry, counter. Yes, ouse, yes, let's go. Good, right there. Good. See, I'm in clock. Ouse, yes, now we're in counter. And right there. All right, I'm in clock, wait. Good, ouse, now I'm in counter. Good man. Awesome. There you go. Blue balance position form. Hope you dig it. Give it a shot. It's really important for being prepared for sequencing. Good man, Epi.
Empty your mind. Be formless, shapeless, like water. Now you put water into a cup, it becomes the cup. You put water into a bottle, it becomes the bottle. You put it in a teapot, it becomes the teapot. Now water can flow, or it can crash. Be water, my friend.